Okay. All
Should
right.
we all mute? We all mute?
I'm going to mute you all now.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, guys, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, this is so super surreal. Being able to be here with all you guys. I've had one-on-one conversations with you guys, and it's been so phenomenal getting to know all of your stories, seeing what you guys have been running with, and helping you guys move forward. Like the tears, the amount of aha moments, and that taking back of your power, and even that overwhelming feeling of I don't even know what to think about all this. Like you guys don't know how much of an honor you do me, and I can see the change in you guys as well. Like when you guys show up now. I mean, I haven't seen all of you show up yet, but Beck for one, Leonie as well. Who else have I noticed? Where's Angel? Angelica, she does that too. Is she here? Yeah, here she is, high at the top. Yeah. Jeez, when turned into a completely different person. And I was like, what? That's crazy. And it's just so nuts to think how powerful this stuff is. So I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. And I sent you guys a picture of my son inside the group chat. I sent you a picture of my son in the group chat. And I wanted you guys to understand something. You guys took your credit cards and you guys went and you put in on a session for me and you paid for my time. You put food in my family's stomachs. I'm not kidding around with this, guys. Because of you guys, I'm having the month that I'm having. I'm having the lifestyle I'm having because you guys allowed me the ability to come in and serve you guys. So that's a very sacred exchange. So I appreciate you guys so much. This is, and I thought what better of a thing to do than to keep the good times growing. As soon as Beck's got like a lineup of warriors, suddenly you guys are like lined up like a SWAT team. Like all of you guys have vibrations. All of you guys know exactly what the hell you're doing. You know why you weren't able to. Oh man, you have your inventory. What we're gonna get a chance to do now is I have a couple of things planned, but the fact that you guys get a chance to all assemble right now, like Avengers, this is so super cool. So I'm not watching the chat. I'm gonna open it up just to make sure that I can see it, and then that way, just in case you guys are saying some funny stuff, I don't want to be left behind. And so that's cool, sweet. We love you too. I love all you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Come here and I'll feed your family in person. Deal, absolute deal. I'm definitely coming in there. But yeah, I mean, there are I'm just going to do a quick plug for my business here before we get started. So we interrupt our regular programming for a quick message from our sponsors here. I'm here to help you guys build your business. I'm here to help you guys meet yourselves and help you guys navigate through things like creating a name for your child, or how about even just like creating a name for your business, which can be the same feeling of like I'm giving birth to something. The same way you want to give birth to your business and you want it to really multiply, the same way you do on the success as your family. So for us to be able to go through all this stuff, guys, like you guys are in a really good spot, absolutely powerful spot. So I appreciate you guys a lot, but the things that are going to be coming down the pipeline are things like me teaching you guys how to read numbers yourselves. I'm going to give you guys a crash course. I'm going to condense 4 days worth of content into basically an hour to 90 minutes if you guys have that amount of time for me. I also want to get across some question and answer for you guys. Some of the questions you guys put in there were so super awesome. So I'm going to pull some of them out and we're going to dive into them a little bit. Also, I guess I've got some special offers for you guys. But I also want you guys, I want Beck to really be able to take a full-on snapshot of all of her aligned entrepreneurs. You guys are going to do this one day for your teams. We're going to work through 25, 30 people of your guys' organization, get them all lined up, and we're going to put them inside of a room so you as a leader can sit there and be like, these are my troops. These are the people who are going to get me to 682-4 or whatever it is that you guys have aspired to. But like I see over 6A on all of you guys. That would make Beck, if you guys are all direct to her, like 6A, I don't even know. So that's a powerful feel that, you guys are just like, oh man, this is such a wonderful team to be a part of. And then you guys entered me into your chat and I was like, these guys are lit. You guys are having so much fun. And I'm like, this is crazy. There's like a friend family feel you guys have going on. Like you guys actually have this sort of family den inside of there. And I'm like, wow, That's a lot of really powerful energy. So I'm glad you guys all came out. The best pod, absolutely. Very dirty chat. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to see. So what we're going to do, guys, is first of all, what I want to do is what I did was thank you so much for the invite into your lives and to serve you guys. I'm so here to make you guys feel so powerful. I want to introduce everybody to everyone. Have you guys all like done the share about what your numbers were like, what I said about you guys? Have you guys already connected this information with everyone, or has it been kind of like okay, I'm seeing some no's. So what I want to do for Beck's sake, and also for all you guys to understand, is that we're going to introduce each other. And then I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a crash course on what numbers are. So that question in the chat was like, oh, I keep seeing 444. I always see these numbers. What's the deal? Why do I always see those things? You get a chance to navigate past through what the thing says into the feeling or the meaning of it. So pretty cool stuff. Absolutely pretty cool stuff. What I want to do is I'm going to go through, I guess I'll go through the participants, and then we'll just introduce everybody as they are. So does everybody remember, just by a show of hands, everybody remember their life path? Or did some people forget it? Does everybody know who it is, what it is? Okay, I see some people up there, hands up. Yeah, Leonie's like, maybe, I might know a number. I might know some numbers. But okay, so then I'll introduce you guys. Okay, cool. So Bella, I have no idea. I don't remember. That's fine. Cool. Yep, Shay was a 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look one at a time here real quick, and then we're just going to introduce every one of you guys to each other, okay? So first one I want to take a look at is going to be Annette. So Annette was with us, and Annette is going to be, here we are, Life Path 5. So we're going to define these numbers. I'm going to introduce you to the definitions of these, and they show up everywhere, whether it be your birthday, your birth month, your birth year, the address on your house, the name you hold. These ideas and values populate in different places of your life. So this is going to be a very intensive sort of process of like learning about what this stuff is. It is going to give you so much value, guys, and also knowing who you guys are. So Life Path 5s, they're going to be the feisty, warrior, ambitious types of people, okay? So there's a powerful feel inside of Annette that says this woman wants to get something done. She's not afraid to go out and get it done. Okay, so this is going to be Annette. And there's a powerful level of love and a powerful level of care and an absolute business mind inside of this woman. So she's serious. Okay, this is Annette. Then we have a look at Ash. And I think this is Ashley Sarah, I believe. I'm just going to make sure. Yep, okay, cool. And so Ashley's going to be here, and here we have a very this woman is going to be very smart, a little bit more quiet. She's definitely going to look really good, but she also has a very large heart as well. The 7 is going to be the one who can ask the questions. So when we have someone who's going to be, in this one case, is going to be a warrior. Now we have the 7 is someone who's going to be very much more intuitive or connected. This is going to be Ash. Okay, then we have Beck. There's this fearless leader. And so Beck is going to be, she said she thought she was a Life Path 3. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun. But the numbers that circulate around Beck is that she's a godsend. There's like a November vibration that says this is an angel presence. Then an 8 that's going to tell you guys that this woman definitely wants to create wealth. And a 2 that you can trust her partnership. She's a loyal person. So the 3 wants to make it all look good and swirl it around a fun time. So no wonder you guys have a very social atmosphere, and it comes into full frame for me because I get a chance to see that you guys are all avatar reflections of this woman, okay? So this is basically the theme and the idea, the vibration is you're here to make serious money and have a damn good time doing it, and you're saving people. Like there's a powerful connection point inside of what this woman stands for, okay? So the next person we see here is going to be Bella. So Bella, I'm going to remind you because you didn't have yours. You're like, I have no idea. There's a lot that happens inside of a chart, guys. So I do not blame you. But Bella's one to watch. Okay, this is a girl to watch. She's got a Life Path 8. And when we talk about 8, you guys are going to remember this number was the number that I was all about. I'm like, you got to get this number in your name. We're going to move your name around. Oh, there he's born in August. Oh, here you go. You're born on the 8 year. To have an 8 life path, it is going to show us a powerful version of you that moves forward. So this is what we look at when we see her chart. And obviously there's going to be a few you have the same numbers. So bear with me here as we go through them, and then I'm going to define them all. So then we have, Carmel. So let's take a look here, and we're going to make sure that we see this. Life Path 5 again. There's some passion in the team. There's a lot of people jumping out of their comfort zones. Okay, then we've got Kelly. I remember Kelly for sure. Another Life Path 7. Okay, so another very strong intuitive or very powerful empath, a strong feeler. Okay, Kelly's going to show up as someone with also a passionate level of leadership. So this is a very like hidden bomb. It's very quiet, but then also has a very powerful gusto that comes out as well. Okay, so we see now, how about Shay? I'm going to find here. I'm like jumping all over my thing because I didn't see you guys all in order. I'm just basically running through everyone who's coming in here. Another Life Path 5. You guys are going to grow quickly. With a bunch of this 5 action, there's a large motivation to get stuff done. That's very, very powerful here, guys. And she's also born in May. So there's a powerful love around the 6 in 1983. So we're getting a really powerful family feel around you guys and a strong sense of passion that you guys are standing up for each other, okay? So how about Christabel? Now, we just did yours. Where is it here? I wonder if I can even – no, it's going to be right here. It's just done. Another Life Path 8, and this one was pretty serious, hey? Like this one shows up to want to have a very large ability to make a lot of coin. So we're not afraid to talk big business, and you're not afraid to say the thing in there that we may feel that other people can't say. Like that 5 is going to be fierce, and the 8, you guys are a strong team, very strong team right now. Christabel is definitely going to be aspiring to do some pretty big things. Who else is in here? Heidi. Okay, let's go and find Heidi right now. I feel sorry for someone that was supposed to read it. I didn't even get a chance to get in there. Heidi's got some very long-term game happening. This thing is a powerful chart. Wow. So you got a Master 22, and you're surrounded by 8 numbers, 1979, August. This is like power in business and not afraid to get the work done. Like absolutely vision for something big. So this is really good. Back if I were you and I knew what I knew, I would just be like, oh my God, this is going to be such a great like next decade. Like it's going to be so nuts. You guys are crazy. This is so cool. I am blessed right now. Smoking. Okay, so then how about iPhone? That was Angelica. So let's just take a look here. Oh, sorry, because I'm trying to do it like this. Okay. Nope, wrong one. Where is it? No. Do I have a few? Maybe I'll just spell it like this, and I'll find you right away. No, I'm not finding you. Hold on. I think I have a lot of Angels, Angelas. Just give me 1 second here. Oh, right, because you spell it with a J, right? There's no other one spelt like this. Thank you very much. Okay, so then we see Angel, and this is going to be a Life Path 3. So we're bringing in more sweetheart vibration, more charming vibration into the like there's a social like swirl around this that makes people want to be around you guys. But underneath the calm exterior, there are powerful numbers inside of it. This is a shrewd businesswoman who absolutely knows what she wants to do. So you're dealing with some powerful numbers of people who want to build stuff. They want to deal long term. They're not just all talk. They were looking for people like this. You guys have found an impressive tribe. Then we jump down to Jenny. Okay, this one was fun. Give me 1 second here. Life Path 9. What a giant heart, but a sharp blade. Jenny's got a giant heart, but a sharp blade. That one will absolutely just tell you exactly what needs to be said. And also there is a really big heart there for sure. So absolutely love that. And this is nice because it seems like you guys have. It looks almost like a body when you guys put this whole thing together. How about Kate? Let's take a look and see. Kate? Nope, not Kate Smith. How about Kate Palmer, right? One more. Here it is. Nope. Am I missing it? Hold on.
Big events.
Here it is. Here you go. Life Path 1. So Kate here, Life Path 1, she's just saying it right there. Kate is a 6A. A feeling of you being a strong leadership. All she can see is where she's growing, and she's going to be landing inside of wealth. So this is going to be a powerful sense of leadership inside of your chart or inside of your team. Okay, Beck? Who else is here? Leonie. I think Leonie is going to be right here. Life Path 6. The balance. This is going to be the balancer. So when we have a Life Path 6, we've got someone who's going to be very responsible, very loving. I'm going to put mute for Marie. Let's try that. Where is she? Marnie. Sorry. Yay. Leonie shows up with a power of balance. Okay, so this is going to be connected and also very spiritual inside of her chart as well. Born in July, born on the 29th. There's a power of love that goes deep and that goes very, very connected into a completely different level. And there's a lot of strong power inside of that chart. Absolutely. Leonie, that was a gift to find that woman inside of my life. How about Loretta? Let's talk about Loretta here for a second. Oh, sorry, gotta do this. Oh, how come I don't have it here? Hold on. Loretta Johnson, right? Yeah. Another Life Path 5. As another Life Path 5, I'm getting a really powerful sense of warrior inside of your team. So when we look at number 5s, guys, words like limitless and freedom and like, those are infinite, like things that have no end to them. They're your language. So you guys have really found your home. That's a really powerful feel that you guys are showing up. How about Marnie? Let's take a look inside for Marnie. Okay, Marnie, Life Path 9, another really giant heart. That's right, yeah, Marnie Crisp. No, sorry, Ludisa. Ludisa, right? I remember I didn't say it right the first time. But, okay. So what about, okay, and then we have Nicole. But I want to find the right one because it was Nicole David. Or did we find it like this? Yeah, let's try that. No. Oh, that's Nicole and David. Okay, hold on. Nicole, if you can unmute yourself and help me out. Hey, how's it going? Nicole, can you? Sorry, I unmuted you. Can you help me out and let me know your last name so I can help you find it?
He's unmuted.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey, superstar!
Oh, here we go. Okay, can you go? Got you. There you go.
Yeah.
So then, and then Samuel David. There you go. Sam and Nicole, man, I fell in love with these guys. These guys were so much awesome. So we had Nicole coming in with the Life Path 8, which is very powerful for business. And then we had the sweetheart artist guy coming in here with Sam, and that was Life Path 3. Oh, I remember you guys reading. You guys was so much fun. That was a lot of good times. Oh, you guys are already helping me out. Thank you. And then what about Penia? Let's take a look.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. It was some good times. Okay, and then we have Panya, Life Path 1, another strong, really powerful leader. And this person is definitely going to be absolutely connected. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, then we have Sarah Louise G. Shaw. That was a good session too. Man, this is so cool, guys. I'm definitely going to be doing this again. I've been doing this a little bit so far, but to connect with you guys all again like this is just such a wonderful feeling. So Sarah here, another really loving, balanced care. This is really built for families. This place is definitely built for families. How about Sarah X Backs? Man, I didn't know you guys. This has been a while now. When did that happen? That was back in a little while ago now. Man, this is so cool. Another Life Path 1. And who else had that one that was just like that? 118. Someone else in the team was just the same way. That was in there before. Life Path 1. That we don't know. I can't remember exactly who it was right now, but there's a similar vibration inside of your team. Kate. So yes, you guys are both absolute crushing leaders. You guys should become best friends. How about Sue? Okay, so let's talk about Sue. Yeah, you guys are it's like sisters finding each other. And I have a few, so let's go with Vale. There we go. Life Path 4, absolutely troublesome. Look at this. There's a lot of mastery and spiritual connection inside of Sue's chart on the top end, and it's nice and solid and stable, grounding energy. So you guys are very blessed that it goes this high into the mastery and into the spiritual, and then grounded one more time. So Sue, you're an anchor for the team. I promise you this. This is a really powerful feel that you bring to the fam. And then we have Susan, and we're almost done here. So nice to see all you guys. Buxton, let's try it. Life Path 7, she knows what's up. There's a powerful, serious version of this person inside of this soul. Absolutely connected in a very, very business-like way, a powerful sense of leadership and super humble, but at the same time, she is very, very connected. Good to see you again, Susan. Okay, how about Veronica? That was Wish Wilson. And we rounded off by an overwhelmingly massive amount of 5s in your guys's. So for anyone who's like stuck behind the comfort zone, the amount of 5s in the warriors that are around you guys are going to make sure that's not a problem. It's like, no, they're rooting you on. You can do this. No worries. We're all gonna jump onto your live with you and give you the likes and share, shoot hearts for you, and like there's a lot of that feeling inside of there. So if you're blessed enough to have one of the 5 numbers in your chart, just know that you're helping put like gasoline into the machine of this business, okay? Because it's absolutely powerful feeling for sure. That's okay, Ash. I appreciate that. My little girl didn't want to go to sleep either, for sure. So what we're gonna do, guys, what I want to do is I want to introduce you guys to the numbers and their definitions. So you guys, we introduced you to about like 30 numbers in your chart each. Your name, your middle name, your maiden name, married name if applicable, and the name used for business, the shortened version of it, your birthday. It's like a mixed bag full of numbers that were defining you at different levels. And it makes sense to think we're all human beings. We're all, like the same yet different. We're all unique, and yet we all suffer from the same things. And it's just like, we don't like getting wrinkles. We don't like getting older. We don't like feeling powerless. We want to make sure we're in control. We want to live lavish. Like we all suffer from those same feelings that society's put on us. And even when it comes down to numbers, just take for like a journey with me here. I'm just going to do a little bit of visualization just to help you understand what this stuff really is. This is so crazy. You see like a painter's got like a palette and it's got like 7, 8 colors on it, or maybe even less. And he can combine the colors to make other concepts or other different shades of them. The same way, if you got a guitar or you have like an instrument, there's all of these arrangements of notes. And if you press certain ones of them at certain times, you get powerful noises. On other times, it turns into like things you wish you wouldn't see or hear. So there's a powerful mechanism in thinking that, same thing with the keyboard. You can see as someone like a little kid is going to grab one of these and be like, ah, nah, nah, nah. They're not going to say anything. But you can find someone who's going to take time to put their message down with a thought and an emotion attached to it, can bring people to tears. What is your vibration saying about you? What we did over our time together was let you guys in on what your what your area looked like inside of your own bubble, inside of who you are. I so blessed so much looking at all you guys here, feeling that you guys pulled some power for yourselves in that. So powerful. Like, you guys have no idea. I've been doing this for so long, and I'm just like, I'm changing people's lives. I'm literally helping people become more powerful in their own life. Like, it's mind blasting. So what I want to do is I want to introduce you to these numbers because they show up in all of the places in your body and in your birthday and everything, your spiritual numerological measurements. They also show up in your addresses. They also show up on the clocks. They also show up on the bills. They show up on the calendars. They show up everywhere. They're embedded in everything that exists in 3 dimensions. Okay, not one object in the reality of the 5 senses cannot be expressed as a like a mathematical algorithm. There is measurements to everything, and what we really want to understand is what happens when we are aware of them and what can we do with them when we're faced with them. So I'm going to teach you guys how to count, and I'm going to teach you guys how to read. So you're going to know how to quickly know, because someone's born in 5 or in May, that they're going to be a bit more of the feisty type of feeling person. Or if someone's born in August, they're going to have a strong entrepreneur mindset right off the bat. So these numbers, you're going to get a chance to actually understand yourself. And whether you see them, understand them or not, this will be one of the answering of the questions, what does it mean when I see those numbers? If you knew what those numbers meant and you kept getting visions of them, you're going to start to identify and associate with them to the point where you're going to start seeing them everywhere. And you're going to recognize those patterns. If not, hey, it's all good. If you are, hey, that's really nice too. I like to think that, like, there's this big, universal mechanism, and like all of our souls are like actually existing in this other sort of dimension, and they keep shooting us with little love notes. It shows up like 1111, or like when the perfect mate shows up in my life and they have the right numbers the way that I do, so I would recognize them. And that feeling of us being connected at that magnetic level, that's like a gift from our spiritual soul side of our family, sending us little care packages while we're off to summer camp, living on the earth in these lives. Our parents back home, our higher being selves, want to see us move forward and want to see us do things with that. So that's kind of like my idea of what life is and how spiritual it can get for us. Some of us got really super spiritual. Bobby Sell got booted out, can't get back in. What? No way. Can someone help me out with that? Let's see if I can just copy this. She should be able to get in. Why not? Let's just try. I'm going to see if we can put that there. And if she comes up, otherwise she have to figure out the recording. Man, that's annoying. And let's see if I can just try. I mean, that's the only thing I can do is give her a link. I mean, this is an open room. Should be okay. Meeting locked. Man, that's really weird. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can unlock the meeting. Locked meeting. Now it's locked. Okay, now I'm going to unlock the meeting. So can we try it again? Technical difficulties. Just enter another link. Try it. Let's see if you can get her in. But man, that sucks. Okay, we're in a flow here. Should delete and reinstall? Man, that sucks. All right, well, we're gonna keep going. She's gonna get some of the replay. I'm just gonna try to dance around here while she tries to keep on. Yeah, so we'll just carry on. Too bad, Cal. Sorry. So guys, we've got a very powerful mode or feeling in front of us that we can use this information to actually go forth with it. So I want to share with you guys what these numbers mean and how they actually show up wherever they show up. If they keep showing up for you guys somewhere, might be worth a look. So let's go for a ride. You guys, some of you may be born in January. Some of you guys may be born in 1981, 1990, on the 1st, on the 10th, on the 28th, on the 19th. Some of you guys may be having a birthday, or as they say in some of those years, or it could be something in your name. These are the ones. Ones show up everywhere, okay? As a life path, they show up as leaders. But there we are, Kelly Black, what's up? So as they show up inside of like numbers, like what do they look like or feel like? Sense of self. This is the I am presence. This number shows up as the part of you that knows what you got to do, the assertive, the self-confident when left unchecked. As I say, like, the colors, you can mix them. So white would be number 1. It's like the premier number. If you start mixing the color in with it, it can either turn into a negative color or the perfect hue of what you're looking for. The ones on the negative side, they have a problem acknowledging themselves. They can also sometimes feel a little selfish, or they can maybe even not even know they're being selfish. They can be so self-centered or directed to themselves that they don't recognize other people when they need to. These negative ones can also be the road to self-sabotage, where we can be downright mean to ourselves. On the powerful side of the one, leaders, inspirational. They've got clarity for their vision. They want to go somewhere in life, and they're not afraid to go there. They also don't care if other people follow them or not. They just don't care. So these are ones in their chart. I have a 1 in my chart that I had to get to 27 years old to reach. So the second stage of my life was a 1. So when I had a second stage of my life as a 1, I set at that point to think, I got to take care of myself. I can't be the same type of guy who just runs after people and doesn't honor me. And if I don't honor me, this is me in 2010. If I don't honor me, I'm never going to, take what's right in my life. And, I'm sick and tired of helping everyone else. That was the vibration of the 1 taking hold in my life, being like, I'm the most important person in it. But then the self-sabotage part of it said that I'm not worthy. I don't deserve this. Or that's so selfish of me. Like, it's negatively attaching the self in a way that doesn't serve us. So we see how the number 1 has positively and negatively affected me in my life. What about number 2s? And if there are any questions, by all means, you guys just drop them in the chat. So number 2 shows up February. Maybe you're born in November. You could be born on 1982. On the 2nd, on the 20th, on the 11th, on the 29th. These people or these values show up as partnership. So 1 shows up as sense of self. When the 1 repeats, like 11, 111, 1111, 1111, all that stuff, shows up as a value of divine sense of self. An angel has appeared. So this is why we see mastery numbers showing up with double 1s. It's the moment where the self can reflect itself, the twin flame, the soul mate, the understanding of our angelic self. So it's a mastery number. In case when we were talking about some of your guys' charts, that was in there. So we have this value here for number 2, which shows up as a value that says partnership, diplomatic. I absolutely care about what this person's going through. I want to share conversation with people. Then when we see number 2s, we can see that this person's going to get a sense of self and identity based on how they are perceived by the other person. So that 2 can be seeking approval for others. And I'm a life path 2. So I work best well with one-on-one with others. I like to work in partnerships. I'm very loyal. I'm a good friend. I want to be a good friend. I'm going to give people stuff, even if it means I would rather give them something that and it hurt me or cost me than feel like I would have to say no to someone. So that's something I had to learn to deal with, because a lot of people do that and they're just like, oh no, it's okay, don't worry about it. And we're really like, shit, I needed that. I shouldn't have let that out. I shouldn't have given that. But we don't stand up for ourselves. The 2s are going to be notorious for this. Oh, I'm gonna please you. Don't worry about that. On the positive side, hey, loyalty is a good thing. On the negative side, lack of sense of self can be a slippery slope that can get really dark. So that's a really powerful feel inside of there to make sure that the 2s are working, that we're helping, we're coaching, we're the people who work together. So many 2s on my birthday, 22 and 12. See, it's nice to see that at least 22 equals to 4 and 12 equals to 3. But at the same time, it's a nice feeling to think that there's a lot of value of partnership inside of your chart. So we definitely feel that there's a strong sense of loyalty. When we see lots of 2s, in my opinion, from my perspective of life, I think that's a good omen. I like that I like when good even numbers show up. And I have fun with odd numbers that show up too, more chaotic, a little bit more power in the punch. But that feeling is in there, okay? So there you go, from Bella as well. 2, 22. Yeah, that was just nothing but 2s going across. Life path 8, absolutely powerful. What about number 3s? 3s are going to be the sweethearts. Look at Sam when he smiles and he's just got this sweet little tiny look in his face and you just want to give him a big hug. That feeling of being charming, okay? Like there's a value inside of there that just wants to enjoy. And they make good artists. They make good people who just want to make other people feel good. So these are like our favorite cheerleaders. You can do it. You got the next one, or it's all good. Even when sometimes it isn't, you still show up as a light for people. That's tough because sometimes the light's out for ourselves in the 3, and yet it's on for others. And it can be like scraping pieces of us to give to other people to keep them happy. But the 3 shows up as a loving, fluttering love. So it feels like it's like just brand new, and let's just enjoy. Let's have a fun time right here, right now. Everybody's too serious. That feeling shows up inside of there that makes us feel like right now is where the fun is. Right now, right here. Not in some, $150,000 a month. Like, enjoy the journey now and know you'll always be protected. That's that presence, power inside of the 3. Unfortunately, the price this thing has to pay to shove its own motives off the side, to move whatever's important to the 3 off the table so that it can handle whatever new thing that someone else is dealing with, that can be a little bit of a tough thing to deal with. And also that feeling of not maturing can get them into trouble. When it comes to having too much fun or too much drinking or too much partying or too much this or that, it can be a little bit more of the, I'm not going to get older. Get away from me age. That feeling of us not wanting to feel that can show up inside of the 3. So it looks good on people, but it can draw a strong cost. All of these numbers do this, guys. So you got to really understand, like born in March, 1983, 1992, born in 1974, there's a part of you that doesn't get older. There's a part of you that doesn't get older. And that's the charm that will make people fall in love with you guys. So when we see that, there's a value inside of you seeing like you don't need to talk about the business to make money. You don't need to all you have to do is just be you. And people will be like, man, I like your style. I like the cut of your jib. I want to be a part of your team. Is this how all you guys are? Oh man, you should meet my team. They're crazy. These people are nuts. It's just so much fun. And it's just a social atmosphere. That's the business that 3s are selling. And no wonder, Beck, you're having a fun time. No wonder it's just like, what? I was waiting for this. And it's a wonderful feeling of this is the party zone. So it's a wonderful, I'm not sure if you guys are all in the same area or not, but what I really want to do is like have a live event for your team. Like that would be the best thing where we just do like a social mix and mingle and have like a strong 2 to 4 hour workshop. Oh man, that would be so freaking powerful. It's going into that direction. So when that does happen, we'll definitely start talking about it for sure. But can you imagine like a 30-person house? We spend the weekend in there and we just go completely nuts. Oh man, that'd be crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. The 3s get me going. They make me think about a party. So let's get back to business. All right. Are you more than 30 by then? By the time, yeah, but I mean, we're gonna be selective here, guys. It's only gonna be a small portion of. We'll figure it out. It'll definitely be fun. We'll have to get 2 houses. How's that? So what about number 4s? Okay, so I get it. Fun's fun and everything. Yeah. We're here to do business. Quickly away with the jokes. The 4s are like, let's get serious now. Give me some value. I want to know some stuff. I want you to talk about the details, and I want to know exactly how to get this, how to make $1 million, and what am I supposed to do. We thank you guys so much, April babies, the people with the 4s, the 22s, for keeping the structure. It's like having a nice fence around us all that gives us grounding and that gives us practical, logical minds so we don't get too floaty out in the air and stuck in party mode where we're not doing business anymore, which can happen, and that feeling has got to be balanced out. So the 4s come in and say, okay, yeah, enough fun. Let's have some good, clean work here. Let's do this powerful thing. I want to run my vision. I want to do that stuff. So the 4s are going to be very methodical for there, and it's a really powerful feel. Shay keeps seeing 6. Absolutely love talking about the 6. It's going to be a lot of fun. So 4s, if you guys are in here, we're by the book type of people. We're absolutely okay to do some hard work. These are the people who want to take notes. Okay, they're not just like, oh my God, it's Bobby. Or it's like, oh my God, he's going to say some stuff. I got to know what all this thing is. I'm going to take notes and really figure this stuff out. 4s show up this way, and I have it inside of my chart. I like to keep things with a certain level of organization. And as they've been doing the magic, lots of inner work and forgiveness, but finances are going backwards. You know what it's like? It's like pulling a slingshot. So you're going backwards right now so that you can get over the edge. It's like, poof, And when you release that thing and it goes powerfully back enough, trust me, this thing will have a breakthrough. What you guys are growing through right now is the scraping of all of the crap that you've been putting your lives through, and it is washing the shit out of you. So right when you are going to experience success in this platform. You will absolutely experience success in your life. I promise you, do not give up. That's the only requirement. If you never give up, then something will stick. And it's just inevitable. You must show up. So great. My finances are going backwards right now. Everything's getting taken away from me. I started this new business. It's only getting harder. It's only getting worse. Just remember that your worst day is like the best day of someone else's life. And at the same time, you got to get clean. I'll tell you, when my daughter comes up, she's 2 with a cup. She's like, fill it up, right? And not so many words. And she just expects that I'm going to give her something. The cup has been on the floor behind a couch somewhere. I'm not filling that cup up. And she gets mad at me thinking I'm not serving her. God's the same way. The universe is like, clean out that dirty cup. You can't just dust off your ideas of business and bring it up and be like, success, success. You're going to have to clean that shit out first so that you can absolutely, and then, universe is like, here you go. Are you thirsty? You want some more? Look at that. Look at your clean cup. But sometimes God takes it and wrings it out for us first. Gets rid of all of that stuff, that feeling of like negative energy. Unreal, guys. So that's kind of my 2 cents about going backwards in finances. You kind of have to for me, it's like take 1 step forward and a couple steps shimmy backwards and back. Look like I'm square dancing in life. But I know that I'm going to have a fun time because as sooner or later you gain traction, you gain experience, you gain power. And this is actually funny. We're going to turn this back into what we're talking about. The number 4s are going to be the experienced ones. They're going to actually go out there and do stuff and going to have technical details for us. So we appreciate all of the extensive research and all of the checking things out and cross-referencing facts and like making sure you're taking notes. Like that stuff is laborious and not everybody has an attention to detail or is that meticulous and that precise. So if you have that ability, it can feel boring, but at the long-term, more powerful range, we appreciate that stability. I'm so fondly reminded of my Sally. She's a life path 4. So I know what it's like to be of honor of that feeling of without her, there would be no foundation. So we go into the 5. Opposite of foundation. This is now the chaos. This is the warriors and the people who are just like, let's go and do stuff. I want to go and break something. I'm just going to post like 50 times a day and do this challenge and break out of that comfort zone. The 5s are just ready to get stuff done. And you have a it's like shaking up a pop can and just sitting it there waiting someone to open it up. All of this 5s is a burning, passion, fiery energy. If you're a 5 or you have a 5 in your chart, I think you should make yourself aware right now to Beck. So you put your hands up. If you're born in May, you have a life path 5, 85, 94, 1976, or you're born on the 5th, born on the 14th, you're born on the 23rd, or if you're born in May, these numbers show up as a passion. So there's a powerful feel inside of this feeling of never going to quit. I'm a hustler. I want to run the fastest. That's why Beck's like, so who's a 5 in here? Because she's trying to figure out who wants to run the fastest. I would say that the best thing that you could do for your team is to classify everyone into, I'm just here to figure myself out. I could do this, or I'm here to change the world. If you're still running against yourself and like staring in the mirror too long can make you cry, there's going to be a different level of training you're going to want to take on than if you're like, okay, I'm going to quit my job in 6 months. I could do this business. This is cool. As opposed to the person's like, I'm going to sell my kids. I'm going to go out there and do everything I can. I'm going to make this business everything it needs to be. I'm going to change the world. And there's like different levels of power that you're going to need. I'm pretty sure the same way you talk to the person who's going to jump off a cliff is probably going to scare the shit out of someone who's like scared of their own shadow. So I would like to think that the reasons why we get scared out of our own shadow are like parents, upbringing, society. People tell us this. We get fired or burned too many freaking times. How many this and that? Self-sabotage. All of that stuff that happens in there makes it difficult for us to even be like, I can't do a go live. I don't want to do that. I can't step out of my comfort zone. This is too much. I don't know. And then just give up and turn away. So the fact that there's a lot of 5s in there, and like there's only 1 or 2 sevens, so the more quieter people can just be like, I'm just gonna sit down for a second and let all the more like, you know, passionate people run up to the front of the room here. Hopefully nobody sees me. I mean, that feeling is there for you guys. I would say write a really powerful story and keep rubbing shoulders with these people who are just gonna push you into the pool, because it's gonna get fun after a while, and you're gonna forget all of your insecurities, and that's one of the most powerful things about this place. But the 5 is passion, and don't be afraid to slice them true to make sure you absolutely say what you got to say. Sarah, my son is lying next to me on the bed, kicking the crap out of me. If I lose you, that's why. Oh, good old son. He's like, no, pay attention to me. Kick that thing. Oh, I love kids. Aren't they the sweetest little pinch their cheeks? So if we lose you, I appreciate you, Sarah. Trust me, it's all good. We'll definitely get you on the replay, but hopefully your laptop survives. So the 5 is this is the biggest wins right now, guys, are for the 5s. And I'll tell you why. It's because that's where the most money issues are. In terms of business, the hustle comes in there, but it's big, fast, big, win big, lose fast, big win. And that feeling is like wheeling and dealing. I'm going to keep fluid in motion. So there could be a feeling of chasing money, chasing debt, a more powerful reason why you started this business. Perhaps maybe you're like, I don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm going to make a lifestyle that I don't have to run away from. So the 5s can get caught into spending more than they're making. So what I like to introduce into the 5s, that is probably some of the best advice you guys will ever get, is just make more than you're spending. Don't spend any less, just make more. And that idea, that feeling of you just getting behind that idea, that train, is like, that's where we're trying to go with this. These next few numbers are heavily relying on the mental, the emotional, the intellectual, the inner, the energetic, the cosmic, the intuitive. These levels are a little bit more passionate about energy, nonverbal, a bit more purpose, design, long-term. These are the advanced and the mastery numbers, okay? First one we get. Also, bad thing about the 5s, they fight and argue and bicker. They're kind of like, you know, easy to get really hot-headed, and at the same time, they're quick to forget about, you know, past hurts. So 5s, love to have you around. Definitely won't see me arguing with you guys for sure. That's a powerful set of, passion you have in front of you. The 6 is the balancer. This is the balance number. This is equal parts money, equal parts love. These are the numbers that I start using when I'm assigning a name, or I'm looking for success. If you're seeing 6s everywhere, or if you have an address that adds up to a 6, or a phone number that adds up to a 6, anything that adds up to a 6 is going to be like the universal code for infinite key, okay? So the 6 works with everything. It works. It doesn't have one number that it's not compatible with. It aligns with every single number. It's the most balanced and the most centered of all. It is a heart-based business. So when we see 6s in our charts, we know that people actually care. Like, they actually care. They're not just going to be like, oh, that was someone else's lead. Quickly, just say you saw me first and come into my business and we'll do everything. Like, they're not into shady business or Mickey Mouse deals, okay? They care. They know that this is a family. They know that they're caring for someone. They also make really good family people. So these are moms and dads and people who aspire to be that way. I'm born in June. I know there's other people here born in June or born in 86, 1977, or 1995. So there's a powerful feeling inside of there that lets us show up for care, longevity, long-term. Heidi, I'm born in the 6. 6 is my address and my phone number 2. Yeah. 6, unit number 6. Yes, my house equals 6. These are nice homes to walk into. You walk in there, you're like, nice place you got here. Ooh, fancy chair. The feeling of being loving inside of the home and having other people enjoy your space. The 6 is royal. It's like a regal feeling. I hold 6 in my name. Like I had a negative 6, which is a really sad number. It's sad because, I mean, all these 6s, oh, I care so much. I care so much. There's a lot of moms on the panel. Imagine how much a mother cares for a kid. Doesn't care about the self. Oh, are we selfish? I'm going to give everything to my love. Also really good in partnerships. Really great in relationships. Really loyal. You make partners with a 6, and you're making family. You guys are going to eat together. You guys are going to sit down and give each other gifts for holidays. Like, this is like, you gain family with 6s in your swing. Kate says, I live at 16, but is that a 7 mainly? P.O. Box is 646. 16 is a 7. So we see an element of 6 in there, but when I look at numbers that move together, the -6, which is what happens in a unit 16, can be like love that's given to others, but that's not given to self. It can also represent leadership and family. See how the number's 1 for leadership, new direction, and 6 for family, dwelling, like a castle, and then also 7. This is a very quiet place. So when we see that unit number 16, we can definitely feel that there's like a Zen feeling around there, that feeling of wants to be quiet, and absolutely, what can it get for you? That feeling of always wants to serve other people inside of there. So that's kind of the way that I interpret some of these numbers. What about P.O. Box 646? That's 7 again. That's the same sort of feeling. Yep, I love Zen. Absolutely. So we're looking at the negative side of the 6. It can get sad. It can get down on itself. It can get feeling of unworthiness. I can't do this. I'm not worth it. There's no way. No one's gonna listen to me. I'm like, man, I wish I should just. I'm just gonna go get a job. And like, I've been there. 2016, 2017. I got this business in 2015, and I'm like, this is it. This is gonna free me. I'm gonna be freedom. And then next thing you know, I couldn't figure it out. It was like 1 or 2 sales a month, and like it was crawling. And I was like, okay, I can't do this. I need to get a job. And I was in defeat where I was like, I'm just going to go back to work. And it didn't last long before I got fired again. And I'm like, I really can't do this. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I need to be in business for myself. I'm unemployable. And that was what led me to you guys. So very powerful sort of side note. But the 6, everybody's favorite. It's going to be emotional and connected. How about, there's a lot of people saying stuff. What if you are a couple of numbers, 21 to 23? Depends on where you see it. I would probably want to look at that together. And then even Ash, like I would add them. Yep. Like 2, 4. Yeah. So because some people have addresses out where you guys are at that look like that, right? Leonie's Master 33. That's for sure. I remember seeing that, and that was just a wonderful feeling. So what about the 7? Okay, so we have Life Path 7s. There's not too many of you, but people born in July as well. They're connected. These are the non-go lives. Okay, they're going to tell you, you're definitely going to be able to create a powerful story. It's definitely going to be able to show up and connect you with someone else, but you don't need to say very much. And the 7 is very connected. So we're traveling. The 1 was sense of self, and it's escalating the way your chakras gain into cosmic. The same way now we're inside of the 7, whereas I guess it's probably not to scale because 7 is kind of like inside of the heart. It's this feeling of knowing without knowing. So, or being without knowing. It doesn't need to know. It just bees. So it's good for meditation. It's good for me. Like, it's all good. On the negative side, the 7s can get a little bit lazy. They can feel like a little too zen. Or like, mid too meditative. So that kind of happens, but it's not a bad thing. It's just one of those things we pay attention to where I'm like, Sally was like, are you sleeping? And I'm like, I'm just meditating. And I was like the funniest thing ever to think, hey, I can use this now as a reality to say, I'm just going to check into spirit and just sort of clock out for a few minutes. That 7 allows me to do that. So I put into my name when I took a new name. I put a 7 in there. So at any moment I can flick it on and just click into my little meditative self and like just sit there and be with my thoughts and be with my emotions and energy. You can do like a 15 seconds, 20 seconds. I'm just going to shut down for a minute. Oh, take some really nice, loving deep breaths. And then I'm back to it. I think for that small little moment, I'm like, the baby didn't just poo and shit on me. The other one isn't just running around me. I'm not tired as hell. I'm going to take the other one to school. We got family. Obviously, we know what it's like to live a healthy household. So I'm like, it's got this whirlwind of stuff happening. And for those 15 seconds, I'm rejuvenating myself. The 7 is disconnected from time. So that 7, if it's inside of your chart somewhere, you have this little pocket of pause. And then everything can just quiet down for a second. And you could just... and then unpause and then go back into the thick of battle, if you will, the life path that we live down. But they're powerful people for calm, reserve, and they are definitely judging you on the inside of their minds, okay? But they're good people. Once they let you in, they absolutely are good people. They're hard to get into, but once they're in, you're in, okay? And once you're out, you're out. So just so you know, okay? That's you, not the judging bit. Oh, that's funny. You guys are awesome. So here we come to the number 8s. This is the other number that I like to give people, okay? So we look at alignment numerology, and we look at like finding a vibration that says success. There's a vibration that says, hard work. There's one that says fight everybody. There's one that says I don't care about anyone else. And there's one that says all I do is care about everybody else. So all of these flavors are going to be mixed in, but we're in business. We're in business. There's a reason why this numerology came to me inside of this business, Enagic. This is how I found it. Balaj met someone at a show, and she's like, you got to check this out. And then he's like, dude, you got to check this out. And I'm like, dude, you got to check this out. And so everybody circulated around this. It was a falling out. We don't talk to her anymore. And I took on the language, and I was able to start sharing this with people. And it's turned into what it's turned into today. But it's exactly what Balaj used to get himself out of build and fail, nonstop, building up and crashing. He put the W in his name, and that wealth just decided to never come back again. And great, it took him 10 years. If you spent the next 10 years figuring this thing out, and you ended up in a place like he did in 10 years, I think you'd be like pretty game, okay? Wouldn't be a bad look. I'm definitely on that path. But the reality is that this is what introduces us to this information. And what fitting better a number topic that we use as a tangent than Balaj? He's a life path 8. Same with Bella. Was there any other 8s? Rob's an 8. So when we have, I haven't gotten a chance to read Rob's numbers, have I? No. Oh, man. Come on. Well, you know something? I'll tell you this. Robert is the name of my son. I named my son Robert. It's a powerful name. You can trust this person. They'll connect with you. They're hardworking to the bone, and they're absolutely caring. So they are no bullshit kind of person. Absolutely, and they care, and they're with you. So it's a serious partnership when you get a name like Robert. The reason why I loved it as well, Robert, Rob, Robbie, they're all aligned. So no matter which way this guy goes, he's got a name that he can use. So absolutely, we're definitely going to organize a session for True, for sure. I'm not True. My ex-husband was Robert, and he was a tosser. There are other things that happen inside of a chart than just your name. Relax, okay? Pause the tomatoes. Don't throw them at me. But his loss, okay, Kate? So let's just put it that way. But we're talking about life path 8s here for a second, okay? Life path 8s they don't care. They don't want to be told what to do. They're in charge. They want to take control. They are wanting to know their bottom line and how to get the most magnetic flow out of it. The 8s are the most considerable amount of people for the most passionate amount of success, because they're willing to sacrifice on other things like relationships, family, personal, anything else for the sake of the profit. And that's a good feeling. What we want to make, and so it can be tough. Like parents with an 8 can be kind of like too bad to their kids, right? When their kids start doing something, like, I don't care. Fine then. If you don't want it, I'm not going to waste my time on this. That 8 is going to be like, it just doesn't connect that way. But the reality is that they're very powerful. What they say happens. So when you meet one of these, Nicole, even Bella, you see this vibration show up as a vibration of, even anyone born in August, the golden word, what you speak about, brings about. And I remember crossing paths with Leonie, and she introduced me to sound therapy. And I already knew what it was. I already understood it, but it just crystal crashed through home and hit hard with me, this concept that what we speak says a thing. It puts a wave out into the world, which is why I do what I do. So when we get a chance to see these 8s, what they're speaking into the world has a magnetic weight that seems to just like materialize. The problem is, what colors are you mixing around that 8? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it serving yourself only or others? Is it not serving anyone? That feeling is inside of that 8, to think that whatever you put next to it is going to like take hold. So we want to become disciples of powerful thinking, law of attraction. Mindset is like the daily exercise. Mindset is the daily exercise. Most of you, almost all of you, have 8s in your name or in your birthday, either before me or because we had our work together. I give you a name that said, get some wealth for this person. Let's get magnetic with this. This is the whole point of what I do. So when you have this now, this message is for all of you alike, unless you got a name like 966 or 696 or 156 or 246. There are some letters in there, numbers in there that didn't have the 8, but unlikely. Okay, so unless it was just the right fit. We have a powerful feel that you guys are going to need to understand that when you say something, it is going to start to take place or take hold. The 6 does this as well. It just has more love into it. So it's a little bit less in your face. But we see numbers in here like 8 month, 1969, right? Like Susan. That 1969 is going to be a very quiet space for that 8 month to be a magnetic feel for you. So there's a wonderful feeling of range to your spiritual connection of your magnetism. I love having an 8 in my name. I'm not afraid to talk business. We're not afraid to get magnetic with our wealth. We're not afraid to start thinking in terms of profit and revenue and residual and profitability and future, instead of wages and hourly and salary. Bleh. And I mean, I'm not to insult anyone's funding sources in case you guys are still leveraging some of the more mechanical ways of creating wealth. I applaud you for finding this business and this community and this group. It's only a matter of time before you quit your job forever and you start living multiple 5 figures a month. You start making $1,000 a day and your life is a very powerful place. So just, it's coming, okay? And there will be some months you look back, you're like, I just made $20,000 this month. Oh, and that feeling is gonna come for you guys, I promise. Just don't give up and just know that I'm talking to you. We had a chance to work together. I'm not trying to just, make money from you and take your money and not see you do anything with it. I want you guys to be so successful and so powerful. So just understand that, when I say you're going to be successful, I put my sense of pride on it as long as you don't give up. So the number 8, and that's what I'm saying. The 8 just says stuff. It's like, I don't care if you believe it or not. I know if you don't believe it, it's not for you. It was never for you anyway. But I know I'm going to speak power into the people I work with, the people I serve, the people that I do, that are involved in my community, because I know that 8 will say does what it says. So now that you guys are a little bit charged with this magnetic vibration of wealth, don't be afraid to, one at a time, let go of all of the old little petals of the story that we've been telling ourselves our whole lives. Because as you open a new door and a new day, your new name takes you down a new path. And you're going to be like, oh my God, that was an experience there where I would usually just go back to this really bad place in my life. And now I look and it's not even there. Oh, that's pretty cool. And so now you're going to get used to that new feeling of being like, hey, this is exhilarating. I used to feel really shitty when this kind of thing happened. Now I feel like dancing. And this is oh man, I'm fondly reminded of Angel's time with us when she just exploded right out of her shell. It was a wonderful feeling. But the number 8 on the negative side can get downright nasty. They are so motionless. They do not give a shit. They are just ready to just take profits over people, and it can get out of hand. It can turn into addictions, disassociations, depressions, turn into a really negative space. Stealing things from other people, like just absolutely negativity. And the 8 can be a powerful negative scope that leads you to it's very manipulative and can take advantage of other people. So, I mean, I wouldn't like to think that any one of us is like that. And at the same time, I also like to think that we speak for a very powerful group or a vibration itself that says we're here to do or serve some powerful feel. But yeah, there are good points, and we have good days and bad days. So don't worry about it. If one day you're like, shit, that was me. I promise I'm not a bad person. It was just a bad day. That's kind of what happens. Okay, so we get a chance to pull on these numbers the same way someone would pull on sails on a sailboat. So just because you have a little bit of a pull in one direction doesn't mean you're bad. Where are you going? Where are you going in life? That's what makes you good. Not if you have to do good or bad things in life. Sometimes we're pushed at stuff, and sometimes we don't act in our best. We try to react against the storm. We try to fight the storm. Sometimes we break ourselves in the storm. But the reality is you're still here. You're here today. You're here today. That means you made it. Some people didn't make it. Someone I was trying to get inside of our business, he's like, no, Bobby, no, it's not for me. He worked in trades. He worked in a lumber mill. I separated from my job, stopped talking to him. About a year and a half later, I'm like, I wonder how Roger's doing. I messaged him. He's like, dude, a 600-pound beam fell on my foot and crushed my foot. I can't walk anymore. And I'm like, and then I look at another one of my friends got run over by a truck, a work truck, and he just was about to have a baby. And I'm like, this is real. Like, this is this life that we're doing. Like, we're not just like, oh my God, I don't want to pay the bills and I want to live this freedom lifestyle. We're gonna die. So the fact that we're doing this and you're actually serving people, it's so much more powerful than just a business. This is someone's livelihood. You're saving people with this. So don't be afraid with those 8s to talk big business and believe it. At the beginning, it may be tough to believe it. I get it. After a while, it starts to play in a little bit. It took me almost 2.5 years to figure out my numbers. So we're going to go over to the number 9 now. Woo, that was kind of deep. Shake it off. Okay, so the number 9s. Now these 9s, this number 9 that shows up is a powerful number for the universe. This is a cosmic number. Imagine we have this marble. It's like this universal feeling. 1 is the center, which is you, and then it travels into the selfless, which is the 9, this number of like the universal ceiling, okay? When we have universal ceilings inside of this concept of universe, there is an edge, like the other side of the skin. This is the entry point into mastery, 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 111, 222. You get the idea. The 9s are the custodians of the planet. So these are large hearts. Their hearts feel and pulse for others, and it's connected to other people's pains. So you guys have a powerful few amount of magnetic circulators inside of your chart, inside of your guys' teams together. This is just who's gotten red in the last 2 months, okay? So this isn't like everybody in the team yet. There's probably some people who are like, oh man, should have got on that call. We're going to do another one. So we're going to definitely make sure we do round 2 sometime. But the life path 9s have the worst, they've got the worst, like, I guess, burden of us all is that they feel all of our pains. They're the most emotional of us all. They care so much about others, and they're the biggest hearts, absolutely. So like poor Ginny, okay, just for a second here, and not to say anything wrong with her, but if you're having a bad day, Ginny's going to feel your pain for you. So you go to her and you're like, oh my God. And then next thing you know, she's going to be there experiencing it for you. So she helps other people by unloading their energy for them. But poor Ginny has to take on that was crazy so much. And so hopefully, this is going to happen much faster than it did for me. But we balanced this out. We got you right in the right track again, where the love and the passion and the joy of your life can now suddenly move forward. Because before it was a fight to get that through because of how overwhelming that energy can be as a 9. You add 9 to anything, and it becomes master of that number. 9 over 1, master leader. 9 over 2, master partner. Like 9 plus 2, 11, angel, master partner. How about 9 over 3, master artist? 9 over 4, master engineer. We have our master warriors, 9 over 5s. How about the 9 over 6, the kings and the queens? 9 over 7, the holy and like the Doctor Strange, if you will. Like these are the people who are absolutely spiritually the monks. The 9/8s, I'm not sure if anybody took any of these in there, but you had 9s and 8s in your chart, the global visionaries. And then I think it was Ginny who had the 9/9s. You had 9/9/9s, right? That's like invisible. Like she's going to be holding everyone else's energy but her own. Like that's like master of all masters. Like that's a tough thing to. It's not a. I mean, Christabel, that's not a good thing. That's a tough feel. It's like, yeah, sure, give the love, I get it, but in the reality, it's like, what did we pay in the meantime of feeling this selflessness experience? So you guys have power on both sides of the chart. Absolutely powerful. I know we're at the top of the hour. I expected to go 90 minutes. So if you guys want, I can give you. We're going to take a little poll. You can either put in you can say mastery if you want to talk about 11s, 22s, and we can start talking about. We can do question and answer, and that was basically what I wanted to do. And while you guys do that, and you guys all sort of pull in and see how you guys want to spend the rest of our time together, I just wanted to let you guys know that I teach this stuff. It takes me 4 days and about 3 hours a day. And coincidentally, I'm actually having my course next tomorrow. It's tomorrow at 11 a.m. for you guys. So it's a 4-day course, and it's going to be a very powerful field. So what we're going to do is we're going to discuss a new name. So we're going to get in there. So just to finish the thought, what I wanted to do for you guys was to offer you guys an exclusive Beck-only price. So right now it's $18.88, and it's a pretty penny, and it's a 4-day all-intensive. If you guys decide that you guys want to jump in, I will either do a payment plan for you or whatever it is that you need to get done, but we're going to be giving it to you for $1,500. Okay, so $1,500. So it'll basically be about $300, $388 off, and that's just for everybody who's here live right now because it starts tomorrow. So in case any of you guys do want to join us, I could almost take everybody, but at the same time, I do these once a season. So in case you miss it this time and you want it next time, or if you do want to pay me in small installments, you can. But let's go back. And this, I would talk about absolutely everything from front end to back, how to align a name, how to chart a name, how to chart a course, how to help this inside of your own modality, how to look towards this in the calendar to make sure, is today a good day to use for business? All of those questions you guys ask are answered inside of numerology. So something for that, just in case you guys want to look into it later, you can message me. So let's go on and see. We want to discuss maybe a new team name, Bobby, something that will help us to get to the next level or a change in our name. Which days are good called to? Okay, so if you guys have any ideas about names, maybe it might be easier to unmute yourselves one at a time to sort of see if you can add something what's in there. But right now, it says, what is that? Elevation and consistency. Let's try that one. I'm just gonna try a few, and we're gonna see if we can put something in here. Consistency. Missing something. Okay, infinite freedom team. Okay, so that one we're gonna see here. We're gonna go infinite freedom team. Boop, 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 boop. So it's I guess you're looking for something more powerful than this. This is master power, master partner. So the number that shows up here is 922. So there's going to be a strong friendship vibe that happens within all you guys. And what I'm doing, I guess I'm just using an app. It's just an app called Numerology Calculator, and it's on Android. So on iPhone, it doesn't exist, but I think I'm gonna make an app. I think I should do that because I've looked out there and I'm like, I can't find anything that makes me, and I know what I need to do. I just don't know the language, but it's out there. iOS doesn't have one that you could use. But such a cool idea. Hey, I'm going to make an app. Okay, cool. So I'm just using it. Just counts letters. No big deal. The name Infinite Freedom Team there is a giant heart and a powerful handshake. It's almost like a universal hug. So you're find your tribe mentality. What about, we're gonna move it around, right? So while we move it around, you guys can throw in things if you guys want to put in quotes, just so I know I can distinguish what name choice you guys would throw in there. I would probably start with a low-hanging fruit. And let's say Infinite Freedom Movement, something like that, okay? Okay, it doesn't work. How about something like Infinite Freedom Tribe? Here you go. So Infinite Freedom Tribe, just so you guys know, this is the most Infinite Freedom Tribe. This one is the most potent business name there is. The problem with this name would be the fact that it won't represent the family or the love. It represents the vision of the business. So to hold it means that you guys are going to be attracting a very high clientele of business-minded individuals who want to see 6 figures a month. So it speaks to a new level. This can be a bit jarring for some people to grow into that space. So I'm glad that the people in front of me here are all equipped for something like that. But that feeling is there to think that you guys have something there that you can use that will be serious for business, and it'll also push you all to grow. And I've already aligned you guys all for safe space flight. So that's one. You guys can find something else if you like. But Infinite Freedom Tribe, that's a really powerful. How about Limitless Freedom Tribe? Okay, let's try that. Let's try Limitless.
No, because Limitless is Shay's. Limitless is already a name for a team.
Yeah, Limitless Freedom is already, or Limitless Team or something like that, right? That's already on. Okay, cool. So, I mean, maybe anything else if you guys want to try. There was another question in there. So while it goes up, look at Bella's sweet little baby with glasses on. I love that. That's so fun. I just love it. Hey, little buddy. Hey, glasses. What's up, sonnies? Okay, cool. What about this? Did we, okay. Which days are good for call to action money actions? Leonie, this is a great question. I'm so glad we're getting to this. Okay, so if you guys got the memo, we introduced you to all the good numbers to have. So if we're talking about money and wealth and call to action and let's do something, we're looking at vibrations inside of numbers that are going to do. So we're just going to quickly just sweep over the numbers again based on call to action money days. 1, brand new beginning, new idea. This is a brand new, I am presence, I decide. Makes me feel pretty good to call to action for a day like that and make a decision. Then number 2 is going to be like partnership, let's go together. Call to action, not as powerful for money as I would say powerful for making a decision. 3, absolutely not a powerful day for money. It's a powerful day for just like, I don't want to choose anything. I just want to have fun. 4 is like, I want to set the motion for a decision you're going to make in a while. So if you are going to make like a big long-term decision where you have to really think about something, a 4 is going to be a good day to do it on. And how about 5? Not good for money, but good for making a decision. 6, good for money and good for making a decision. 7, do not make a decision. 8, absolutely make the decision. This is a money power day for action. 9, do not make the decision. If the decision is to sell, then yes. But if the decision is to buy, call to action, then no. But if you have to let go of something, a 9 is the way to go. So what do you mean, Bobby? What do you mean 9? So you take the day of the year and the month of the year and you squeeze it together to a single digit. So right now you guys are experiencing the 10th of December. Okay, so or is it the 11th for you guys? The 12th, 17th, 6, 7, 8. It's right for me it's the 9th. So you guys are like a day ahead, right? So for you guys it's the 10th. Is that right? So when we're looking at the life path or the life path of today, 3 + 1 + 2 is 7. Leonie, thank you. I'm so slow. So I understand you're like, it's a 7. It's a 7th? No, it's a 7 day. It's a 7 day. So 7. There you go. Thank you. I'm missing a few things. Okay, so as a 7 day, not a good day to make a decision. This is a good day to reflect. This is a good day to think about stuff. This is a good day to, like listen. So you're listening to things today. It's a really powerful, I'm taking it in. It's a very spiritual knowledge. On my side of the world, today is a 6th day. Imagine this for a second. Is it 2, 3, 5? How do I not have that? So for me, December 9th is going to be 3, 4, and 5. For you guys, it's going to be the 10th. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you guys are having a 6th day today. I'm just going to double check that just to make sure. I'm getting confused with my math right now. So I see December.
Bobby, can I just ask? So it's working out. So you take today's date, the month, and the year. So that's 8 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. Is that how it works?
Yeah. So because I combine it before I combine it again. So December would be 3, the 10th would be 1, and 2018
Okay.
2.
All right. So it's a 1, 3, and a 2.
Right, and then I add those numbers together, which equals out to 6. Yeah, that makes sense. So you
8, 9,
like
10,
3
11,
and
12.
then 1 and then 2, so it's 6.
It is a 6. I apologize. It is a 6. Yeah.
I accept your apology. Absolutely, threw me off there, but at the same time, that's all good. That's all good. For you guys, it's a 6th day. So absolutely, this is a powerful day to get some learning done and to get some experiencing done and to have a family get together. So here we are. In terms of my vibration, on a 5-day, this is a passion day of getting a lot of things done. Actually, yeah, it has been. So on my side of the world, that's what that looks like. But I spend most of my time in your guys' side of the world. So which days are good to call for action for money? One would be finding a day that says 6 or 8. Another one will be finding a day that's in alignment to your birthday. So this one is going to be a little bit trickier of a calculation. So I will say it slowly. You are going to take your birthday, and then you're going to take your birth month, and then you're going to take the current year. So for me, that's going to be 9. So when I take my birth month, June 6, I take my birth month day, which is 1, and I add the current year, which is 2, I get 9, okay? Then I look for every single day on the calendar that adds up to 9. That's called an alignment day. These days, some of you guys have heard me talk about them. Days to get your name changed legally. Don't change your name legally without talking to me first. But these are big days for putting in AGIC paperwork, making sure that you're going in for your rank advancements, renewing driver's license, starting up bank accounts, getting big contracts signed. The days of alignment are going to be are superior to just numbers that are good for call to action or good for money, or I have mistaken the query of the question, and what you were actually asking for was this. This is what alignment is, alignment numerology. This is the day you want to do the most powerful thing that you're supposed to be doing. For me, the most powerful thing that I'm supposed to be doing is letting go of stuff. I'm in a 9-year. I'm concluding a cycle. So it's up for debate to wonder, is that the best day for me to do business? Because I should be letting go on days like that. So I find I'm running a couple of different calendars. Whenever I just look at every single day and I take things one day at a time. But I know what day's in front of me because I know how to count. I know how to read. And I know if today's going to be a 5, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just not going to argue with my wife. I'm not going to argue with my kids. I'm just going to keep my hood on because I don't want to fight with anyone. Whereas it's time for a 6 or time for a 7 or an 8, you can definitely expect that I'm going to drop some heat on my page. And that's what I want to do is I want to fall into flow with the right days at the right times. So super powerful, guys. Absolutely. Like this is like everything has numbers on it. Absolutely everything. Okay, so I'm going to keep going down here. You can look up the number allocated to each letter of the alphabet and manually add them up. Sarah is on to something. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. You get the picture. You can write out your own names. You can write out things by yourself and start to add them up to see, does this thing actually make sense? Or does it end in a name that doesn't work? You'll find that all of your names either end in 6 or 8. So this is the whole point of aligning you. So when you add them all up, that's the number that should be there. But then I go a bit further. I talk about vowels. I talk about consonants. And it gets a lot complicated. So a simple, very elementary style of reading your own numbers. I use an app calculator. You can count. You can count them by yourself, okay? So we've got the name. Okay, cool. Good idea. Thank you. Master Infinite Freedom Tribe. Do you want to just try it? I'm just curious. Let's see, Christabel. Let's see if it was anything better for you guys. So Master Infinite Freedom Tribe. We're missing something. Could be group. Okay, group, same thing. Master Infinite Freedom Group. So in case that's the one you guys want to use instead, it's the same vibration as Infinite Freedom Tribe. I like IFT. Okay, that feels like that feels good. Actually, what is IFT? Let's just see here. So the Infinite Freedom Tribe, IFT. Yep, yep. Get the t-shirts made, Beck. Okay, get the t-shirts made. Go get the mugs made. Go get the notepads made. You guys are here witnessing the birth of a phenomenon. Okay, Infinite Freedom Tribe, IFT. Woo! Who's got chills? Who's got chills? You guys are the forefront runners of the leadership of this. Okay, so Infinite Freedom Tribe is how you guys are going to do this. Just catching up. Okay, cool. Monday's the 10th, absolutely. So for you guys, okay, you guys are doing math. Today was a 6th day. It's all good. Okay, so you're having a 9-year. I am. Yep. If you're having a 9-year, guys, then you're letting go of stuff, and it's okay if you're letting go of stuff. Lots of questions around this stuff here. Do we want to go into this? I've got 5 minutes, so I don't mind to go overtime if you guys want to. I want to respect everyone's time, but let's put this here. Christabel says she was so confused. Would love to know the best way to change it. You said it to me privately. So Christabel, do you want, if you want, we can hit that up offline if you want to talk about how to align your name and get the Jerica out of it. Absolutely. Leonie, read Pythagorean. I've learned under Chaldean theory, and this is so weird. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, oh, there's this like numerology like school of language. It was like Ayurvedic. There's Chinese numerology. There's Korean. There's the what is that thing? The thing there that shows up in the thing. I Ching. There's so many different levels of numerology, guys. I deal in a hybrid version of Chaldean and Pythagorean. The numbers that I'm reading are Pythagorean. The ideas and concepts behind what I've been taught, Chaldean. So take it for what it means to you. Googling the heck out of stuff, that's not a bad idea. Finding out what makes right and what makes sense to you. But yeah, so super cool. 2018 is 2 years, not just 18 for the year. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8 equals 11. We're in a mastery year for you to make the right partnerships with the right people. So make sure you're very magnetically potent to give that love energy this holiday season, guys. Next couple of weeks is all you have left to actually magnetize on what the value is of finding the power couple person that you're here to create with, whether it be a romantic relationship or a business one or just falling in love with your team or your family or your partner all over again. This value of 2018 brings the power up front. So if you're letting go of a relationship, it's supposed to go. If you've had to say goodbye to someone, my heart goes out to you. But the reality is that you're here now, and we're here to make you guys go into the right direction. 2018 was a powerful year for us getting the spiritual help that we needed. So it's a wonderful way to conclude the year. I love you guys so much. So Infinite Freedom Tribe, okay? You're good. Cool. Where else are we? What number is it? Freedom Squad. Cool. Yes. AFT for life. AFT for life. IFT. Sorry. So you guys are just talking. What's 2019 energy? Fun in the sun. So it's a really like, let's just enjoy. So let's leave you guys with this. The cycles that we were talking about. Thank you, Ginny. Absolutely, thank you, Ginny. You should definitely be letting go of that. So if you guys are cool to go for another 5 minutes, we're gonna go overtime a couple of seconds here, and then we'll let you guys all go after that. But cycle years, okay? So you're gonna look at the cycle year that you're in, your birthday, your birth month, and the current year that you have in before you. Sue's saying she's raising her hand, so let's unmute Sue. And then that way you can speak if you need to. Or was that an accident? Sometimes people raise their hand, and if you want to say something, you can, but you have to unmute yourself. And I'm going to lower your hand. High five. Okay, cool. So Sue wants to say something, you can. Sometimes it can be just a typo. So 2019, we're recognizing 2 cycles here. The Earth is on a cycle 3 year coming up. You may be in a different cycle. I'm in a cycle 9. And the Earth is in a cycle 2. Next year, I'll be in a 1, and the Earth will be in a 3. So there's always a powerful dynamic switch, unless you're like some of you guys who are on the Earth's cycle, okay? So if you are, like, yeah, Leonie is, then you're definitely going to want to listen to what she has to say. No pun intended, but that's an inside joke if you know what she does. So we're really cool about talking about what happens inside of a 9-year cycle. Years 1, 2, and 3 are reserved for new beginnings, new partnerships, brand new growth. Next year, brand new growth. So there's going to be power in, fun, social. Let's do social media business. This is like like Facebook and Magic and Gaz. There are all these planetary events that are aligning, and suddenly, click, 2019 is like the party year. So everybody's going to have a freaking fun time getting to 6A. Race you there. I should say that. I'm like, my next sale is 6A. So basically I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna win that race, unless some of you just put your paperwork in today. But the number is gonna be for fun. Okay. The life path, or name path, or year path 4, stability and hard work. After all this growth and this really small little budding, the year 4, 5, and 6 is taking root, foundation. Then 5, shooting up and having an expansion. And then 6, stabilizing. The tree takes form. The numbers 7, 8, and 9 of the cycle are the like the harvest or the end of season, where 7 is a meditative number where we don't say anything. We just watch the tree turn, and we watch the flower bloom. Then the 8 shows up inside of the manifestation or the cycle to say harvest, or watching the bloom, an apple hits us on the head, and now we walk around through our life harvesting everything that we've been working hard on for the last 8 years of our lives, kind of thing. Then 9, clean this shit out of here. Let's get ready for the next season. Let go of everything. Get rid of old stuff. This isn't working for me anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be this person anymore. So, like, if you're blessed to have that in your chart, or if you're just drawing that line in the sand moment, for me, the 9 was like, I'm getting ready for the next decade. I set up my pieces. I found my wife. I got my kid. I have my business. I got the house. I got the car. I am so set to just run and power drive success into the universe. And this has been my setup game. So I'm letting go of everything that no longer serves me, so that all of the right pieces come in click. And 2019, I'm ready for you, baby. Let's do this. So what we're looking at inside of a 9-year cycle is that you guys are in a 2-year right now. Next year is going to be a 3. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope that you find the fun in business, not the hard work. 3, okay? Beck's a 3. It's the year of Beck. This is going to be like the year of your fearless leader, who is absolutely going to take. This is an alignment year for Beck, okay? Like, actually an alignment year. So this is all for you. Like, this is your team. Like, these are powerful people inside of here. And it makes me feel very honored to have shared this time with you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Like, you guys have made Christmas for me. I'm going to get a chance to work with your teams. You guys are going to go out there and be like, oh my God, Bobby, you got to talk to this guy. And like, we've made friends. I know that you guys already refer me to your friends. So to feel that that's all there, you guys are helping me and my family. I want to help you and yours. I want to make sure that you guys install, as we bring this to a close. I want to install this program for you guys. When you're lined up, imagine what you look like. Imagine when each one of you stepped out of the session and the new person you became. Imagine what it's like to find yourself, find your purpose and your passion, put it together, and actually create something. Make sure when your team starts to evolve and you're making 4, 5, or 6 points, you make a culture of paying it forward and buying your team session for them. It will save you so much headache and time. You will be able to put things through for people. They're going to be able to step up to the plate for themselves. And when you're making $4,000 on a quad, it's not a big deal to spend $400 or $500 in coaching this. Send them some bottles. Make sure they've got some replacement fluid. Get your team lined up. It's an investment that you're creating. So I promise you guys, it's going to be a powerful move. I will always be here for you guys, no matter what you need. For anyone who needs another session, could be 3 months, 6 months, a year, could be a divorce, could be a marriage, could be a birth, could be a death, could be a brand new PTY. It could be, when am I going to do this? Whatever it is, that big life movement that's happening in your life, I would be honored if I could draw you a map so that you could go back to the place where you live and resume the vibration. To know what you need to know to get where you need to get to is everything in life. So I appreciate you guys so much. This has been so much fun. Thank you. Yes, I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a legend. You're a legend. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Your energy is amazing. The amount of family in there. I'm like, can I stay? Can this chat be a thing? Can you guys like keep it going? If you guys ever want, we'll definitely do another one. I would love to organize sometime in 2019 a live event. I will come down there. I will spend some time with you guys. We can do a weekend or a full day or something, but it'll be a full immersion. We'll have Leonie with her sound stuff in there. We're going to have a full like social media day. You guys are going to get content. We'll interview each other. It'll be a large, valuable experience for everyone. But I want to set this, I want to plant the seed because I really want to work with people, and that would be such a wonderful feeling. So I thank you guys so much for inviting me into your family. Any other questions, guys? Is there any burning questions anyone needs to ask before we close this thing off? I'm just kind of it's all thank yous. Ginny has one. Okay, yeah.
I don't have a question. I just want to say thank you so much for Beck and Bobby for organizing and doing this for us. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
I wanted to say it instead of typing it.
Thank you. Absolutely. So let's see. You guys are all talking about years and stuff. Cool. Okay, cool. So we're all good. I appreciate you guys so much. This was so much fun. Beck, do you want to say anything to close this out? Or should I do the closing out? Maybe you can if you like to. I don't mind. All right, cool. So, guys, think about this for a second, okay? You invested how many thousands of dollars, how many hours, how much, worry. Don't give up. Do not. Absolutely don't. Just don't do it. You found the right team. You definitely have the right leadership. You got the right teammates. I'm here as a coach for you guys. We're going to make this happen. I've decided I'm going to make this happen for me in my life. And I want you guys to know that if you're in it to make that decision as well, I will be here to support you. But I'm also here to make sure that you guys don't fall off the track. So if it ever is just like, dude, I'm having a really shitty day, can you just say something or do something? I will dedicate a go live in your honor. I don't care. But the reality is that other people are going through what you're going through. You're not alone. As you master your own journey, other people will master theirs as well. You're going to show up as a beacon, as a sense of light. And next thing you know, you're going to be up there winning Wednesday. Next thing you know, you're going to be up there getting a big, huge, fat check that says $1 million on it. And it's a matter of timing and decision. It's not a matter of whether you know how to do it or not. The universe will conspire for you if that's what you're setting and you're pinning your attention focus on. And there's some powerful things that you're going to want to make sure you have. So what I want to do is I'm going to leave you guys with a couple of little gifts. So the first gift is going to be my audio book or my audio library. These aren't my books. They're just books that I give to my entrepreneurs. So it's www.tinyurl.com/GPM library. This vibration is our folder is a collection of audiobooks that I give to all of my people. You like a book, you listen to it, you finish it, buy it. Trust me, it really works. And then another one that I'm going to give to you guys is going to be this one. I don't know how far you all go into the water, but the other one that I give you is going to be this one. It's going to be tinyurl.com/Kanganology. This vibration, I had to change it because it thinks that it's like leading you somewhere where it shouldn't. But tinyurl.com/Kanganology just gives you a really good solid base of stuff that you may want to send, like a collection of stuff that you may want to share with people in case you ever start talking about water, or if you do want to think about it. Very slippery slope down that one. We're building an affiliate marketing business. So talking about water isn't really that relevant, but mindset stuff and the library absolutely is. I'm gonna definitely honor a reduced price for you guys. If you do want to be a part of my session or my group that happens tomorrow, please message me privately. What else? I wanted one more gift for you guys. Everybody in here, okay, so I'm just going to make sure I get a list of everybody in here is going to get a report. So I'm going to give you a free report for whoever it is. This is a Christmas gift. So I'm just going to make sure, and this is it. There's what, 20 people here, or 20 participants. So out of 20 participants here, sorry, someone's chatting here. I think that might be here. It's in the messenger chat, Bobby, the listed names, so I can get them to you. If you can do that, that would be great. I am going to, it's going to be tough for me to get through all to you guys. So there was 23, 24 total. I'd like to think that anyone who came onto the chat, anyone who was here, some people are going to be like, shit, what do you mean? I had to leave. My dog bit my phone. So if you had to leave and you're watching the thing, as long as there was a list of the participants back, then I will make sure everybody gets an additional report. So you can tell me, is it your daughter? Is it your wife or your husband? Is it your partner? Is it the best person in your team? Is it someone who needs a bit of a lift up, a brother, sister, family member? Let's spread the love. Let's spread the love about what I can do. And I'm going to give you guys a full written report for the person of your choice. So get the list together to me, and then every one of you guys can reach out to me separately. And then that way it's a little bit easier for me to handle, and then I'm not chasing you guys. So that's a little bit of a gift for you guys there. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Honestly, like, let's make some money and let's make some change in this world. Let's literally do that. I appreciate you guys. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some snapshots before we go, just to let people know that I am actually cool and like I can actually like get people on a Zoom. So I'm going to take a picture. Everybody's going to do like some hands. We're going to put some energy up, or like thumbs up or something like this, or this nice little pose. And I'm just going to take a picture like that. And then we're just going to do like this. Thank you guys so much. Cool. One more time. Nice. Absolutely. That was awesome, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. It's about 11 p.m. here, my local time. So I got to get back to not getting any sleep because my little baby boy is just 3 weeks old. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful season, an abundant race, whatever you need to do to get your butt into order. I hope that you found it here tonight, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? Take care, guys. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye.